Welcome back to Game of Thrones RPG. We've met the spider, Varys, and he's taken an interest in this. That can't bode well. Whenever one of the main players of the Game of Thrones gets involved in your affairs, it's probably not going to end very well for you. Either way, we need to talk with her. That's why we are here.
You are Felena, if I'm not mistaken. Shataya said that I might find you here.
You are not mistaken, my lord. How might I please you?
A one-on-one will be enough to satisfy me. Preferably far from prying ears.
My lord needs only close the door. At Shataya's, the walls are thick and the beds are deep.
Slow down. I just want to speak with you.
Oh, in that case, it will be done according to my lord's pleasure.
I am Alistair, of House Sarwick. I imagine that means something to you.
Sarwick? By the maiden, you are from Gawain's family, are you not? Did he send you? How is he? When will he return?
By R'hllor's flame. Why are you so concerned with my brother's fate?
My lord, I know the realities of my profession. Shataya treats us well, but in a few years I will be too old to draw men's eyes. And what awaits me then? Begging or walking the docks? I wish for Lord Gawain to take me into his service. Not to marry him. I'm not that naive. But he has always been attentive and charming. He will make a good master. He and I have talked about this.
I understand your worries, but all of this does not tell me where he is. You recently sent him a love letter. You seem to be aware of his movements.
Yes, my lord. Lord Gawain told me he was going to River Spring in order to visit his father. Lambert, his servant, would send me news. He told me that Lord Gawain planned to return to King's Landing shortly. So that he wouldn't forget to pay me a visit, I sent him a message.
He came here?
Yes, but my message was for naught. He came directly here soon after his arrival in town. He found out that the city watch was looking for him. It was I who washed the dust of travel from him. He did not even go to his home first.
Well thought. Knowing that the gold cloaks were likely watching the house, coming here was a good decision.
He was very nervous. He hardly spoke to me that night. I tried to ask him questions about the patricide rumors, but they only made him angry. The last thing he said was that he would go to the Red Keep, that the Crown would hear what he had to say, and that he had more than one card to play. He left at the first light of dawn. I have had no news since, and the gold cloaks continue to search for him. Something must have gone wrong.
Indeed. It would appear that Gawain never returned to the Sarwick residence.
What do you plan to do, my lord? The city watchers searched for him in vain for days. Even Lord Varys does not know his whereabouts, and Lord Varys knows all.
You spoke of Gawain with the eunuch. Why? What did he want?
He asked me questions, my lord. Nearly the same ones you did. He said he wanted to help him.
Strange. Why would the Master of Whisperers want to help a fugitive escape the King's justice?
I don't know why, but Lord Varys has always been good to us here. He has given us many reasons to be thankful for his attention. As far as he knows, the City Watch never caught Lord Gawain. The gold cloaks have nothing to do with his disappearance.
Yes, I thought so. They came to search the Sarwick residence and are still looking for him. I will go to the Red Keep and see if I can find out more about him.
Wait. This cloak belongs to Lord Gawain. He forgot it. Take it, please.
By the fire! That's Sarwick Giltwaters. I remember seeing Father wear it on many a special occasion. Indeed, a cloak is more appropriate for a royal interview. I wasn't expecting to find it in this place.
Lord Gawain wore it when he would come to visit. Since he was a wanted man, he feared it would attract too much attention, so he preferred leaving it here. I am sure he would be happy to know that the cloak is in the hands of a kinsman.
This cloak is worth a fortune. How kind of you to return it to me.
You're making me blush. Frankly, I'm uncomfortable keeping this cloak in my residence. If the gold cloaks were to find it, I could get into trouble. Take it, please. It's yours. I pray to the maiden to help you in your search. Find Gawain, my lord. Bring him back safe and sound.
I would need more than the help of an imaginary goddess, but I appreciate the intention, as I'm sure my brother does as well. Farewell, Felena.
Do the old gods exist? Do the Seven exist? Does R'hllor exist? It's hard to say. We know that they have some measure of power, at least the old gods in R'hllor. We don't really know about... Yeah, this is a good cloak. It is a good cloak. There's a better one I can acquire, by the way. So... I might just do that. But for now... there's one I can buy in River Spring. There's all the DLC stuff I can buy as well. Just some things to keep in mind. What do we have
There,
here?
that's him. You're obviously looking for trouble, Sir Alistair. In the Crown's name, you are under arrest.
What is it I stand accused of, officer?
You are accused of murder. Guards from the City Watch were killed in your home just today.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I just arrived in King's Landing. Men died in my home? Do you have any leads?
You're quite confident, Sir Alistair, but your story isn't fooling anyone. Several witnesses saw you leave your home immediately after the incident.
The King's justice concerns everyone, my lord, even people of your standing. Give yourself up.
What will become of him?
He will be stripped of his weapons and brought to the dungeons of the Red Keep. If he's found guilty, tradition allows him to choose his own punishment. He will either be sent to the wall to take the black, or be beheaded.
Now that's an amusing notion.
And if you should be foolish enough to resist, my men are just outside, and they would eagerly welcome a chance to avenge their brothers in arms. A simple gesture from me, and this brothel will be left in ruins.
Sir Alistair, I pray, none of that here. Think of my girls.
Very well, officer. I'll follow you.
How the hell did he get those scars? He's burnt.
Courage, Alistair. Courage. A few days spent in the dungeons of the Red Keep won't be the death of me. They're bound to send me someone to speak with.
At least you're not in the black cells. Well.
Hello, Lord Sarwick.
Lord Varys?
It is too bad these surroundings are not as pleasant as our last encounter. How has your stay been?
Long. I had expected a quick trial when the men of the City Watch came to arrest me. I was mistaken. You are the first person to come and visit me. Why are you here? Usually my only visitors are rats.
You see, the fact that you don't seem to care about yourself rather pleases me. Your escape will go unnoticed for quite some time.
My escape? Has someone decided to help me out of here?
I am here to serve you, my Lord Sarwick.
What could you possibly gain from that?
The balance of the Seven Kingdoms is delicate, and I predict more upheaval to come. It is clear that you have a role in what is to come.
Thank you for your concern, but I refuse to leave these cells as a fugitive. I prefer to await my trial and defend my name before the Crown.
You are quite the optimist.
I am sorry if I've ruined your plans. I intend to meet with the Queen. I must take back Riverspring and keep that traitor Valar from getting his hands on it. To do that, my name must be cleared. Otherwise, how can I plead my case before the Queen?
Cleared? You've killed Goldcloaks, my friend.
Who has accused me? One of Valar's soldiers? Then it will be my word against his.
I see. It may not go as smoothly as you imagine. Believe me when I tell you that it will be several more weeks before your trial. In the meantime, Savala will have wed your sister.
Valar is the one who truly preoccupies you, is he not? That's why you're here, making this proposal.
Only the kingdom preoccupies me, my friend. That said, we may find common ground.
I'm listening.
I can get you an audience with the Queen. Today, if you wish it.
I doubt that a fugitive would be allowed to approach her, much less speak to her.
You only knew Cersei Lannister as a naive young princess, dear man. Since her marriage, she has become a strong-willed queen with a burning ambition, well-versed in intrigue. She has been filling the court with her creatures for years now.
So?
Thus, the virtue she prizes above all else is loyalty, which she rewards generously. That is how Savala moved up in court, and therein, paradoxically, lies your opportunity. Swear blind allegiance to the Queen, become her devoted servant, and she will give you what you desire.
And you believe that Valar will just sit there and allow me to thwart his ambitions?
Oh, I doubt that very much. It is quite likely that he will strike back at you eventually, but in front of the Queen, he won't dare to use force. Of course, he will try to remind her of her commitments, but she has never been capable of the same loyalty that she demands of her men. Impress her, make yourself more desirable than your rival, and you will win.
Is Valar sly enough to have wronged the Master of Whisperers himself?
Your half-brother is much more intelligent than he appears, and he has a powerful ally who has begun to move her pawns forward. As for the details, those are my concern.
Excellent, Varys. How do you plan on getting me out of here?
As you may imagine, I have no desire to be seen in the company of a fugitive when I go back up. You'll have to manage on your own. Here is the key to your cell. Once I've left, you will leave and head towards the guard room. You will find the guard asleep at his post. I'll wager that he was served a particularly strong glass of wine.
Very well. And the others? Surely the king's prisons are not guarded by just one drunk man.
Don't worry. In the very depths of the Red Keep, there are paths known only to ghosts and spiders.
Are you saying that the throne room can be accessed through secret passages without being seen by anyone?
Indeed. When the Red Keep was built, King Maegor the Cruel made certain that the fortress walls were all connected by a vast network of secret passages. These passages allowed his spies to see and hear everything that occurred in every room in the keep. It is said that Maegor had every man who worked on its construction executed in order to keep the passages secret.
Apparently that was not enough.
Indeed. But don't forget, Lord Sarwick, it is my duty to stay informed. I am the only one who knows all of its entrances and the full extent of its meanderings.
I see. Then tell me how to access the throne room.
Pass by the row of cells across from yours. Look for the one with the flagstone on the floor bearing the sigil of the Targaryen dragon. It is a passage towards the tunnels. Past that point, be on your guard.
Very well. But do not expect my gratitude. I'm sure that helping me serves your plans.
I will await you at the end of the passage to give you access to the throne room, where you will meet the Queen. Good luck, Lord Alistair, and I will see you soon.
The Game of Thrones. He wants to use me against Cersei, that's what he's doing here.
By the flame! It's our quartermaster. So he's the one I heard yelling. May R'hllor welcome him to his light. Wine's too strong, eh? Obviously Varys truly knows how to live.
I told you I heard him snore.
Oh, I'm gonna die. Okay. Where is my gear? That's what I need to know. Oh. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. These are actually better than the sellsword gloves. Okay. I don't need a... Alright. Let's get out of here then.
There, the dragon. The passage that Varys told me about must be hidden in that cell. Lord, guide me. You who see all, reveal to me what is hidden in the dark.
Alright. Am I even going in the right direction? Probably not. But it's worth checking out it nonetheless. Or actually, I might actually be heading in the right direction. Alright, I'll backtrack a bit. Alright, this one is closed. Yeah. So there is only one path. Fine. Secret tunnels in the Red Keep. I don't see anything.
Is this a jest? Did you... You don't even know where here is. Let's keep looking, agreed?
That's right. We'll keep looking.
And if we find anything, then... There he is!
The guards. Seal of knowledge. Alright, gonna have a fight on my hands soon enough. I hate this mechanic, by the way. Alright, let's get that fight over and done with. Actually, let's see about this guy. Oh shit. Okay, I need to get some energy back.
Thank you, my lord. One might say that you arrived just in time.
You? Who are you? What are you doing in these tunnels?
Lord Varys sent me. He was worried that you wouldn't find your way alone.
Well, how very considerate of him. I was beginning to think that he'd sent me here to get lost.
I was also to warn you that the gold cloaks seek you, but those brutes found me first.
I saw that. Enough talk, child. You know the way out of here? Then show me.
Of course, my lord. Follow me. There's a door over here. If only I could find the mechanism.
Let me see.
Well, Maegor was certainly a paranoid fuck. Holy shit. rebuild all of this. Wildfire. Wait, are those caches of wildfire? Could be. The ones there are
We're arriving at the crypt.
Let's fight then, boys. Okay, that didn't go so well. Alright, I think I need to deal with Archer.
We're arriving at the crypts.
We must go walk out now.
Well, I need to improve that healing, don't I? Assassination. How far am I from leveling? About 800 points. Wonder, real lore skills. You are now resistant to fire. Damage is increased and... Okay. No longer prevents you from... Okay. That will be useful. Yeah, that was a bit too much, wasn't it? 4 of them at the same time. I should probably have retreated, gotten them. Okay. Yeah, I probably need to use the healing potions there. That's a bit too much at all at once. Alright, let's okay. Let's see what we have here. Yeah. Health, okay. Energy cost. Well, that was painful, but it's done. Don't tell me this was all for nothing. Might have all just been. No. There, this is actually the path. Alright.
This is where I leave you, my lord. I'm not permitted to show myself on the occupied floors of the Red Keep.
Why? Do you also have problems with the law?
No, but Lord Varys doesn't want the court to know too much about his little birds. He's quite insistent on that. Go up one more floor. On your right, you'll see a passage leading to the entrance to the dungeons. Lord Varys will find you there.
In that case, go, before the other guards arrive. You've been a great help.
The honor was all mine, my lord. Good speed.
Alright, this should be doable. Poison and then stabbing attack. I need an interrupt of some sort. Okay. That did just fine. So many dead gold cloaks. I'll have a lot of things to answer for. What's up, Paris? Nice seeing you here. Trust all things have gone well. Alright, I'll need to sell some of this armor.
Alistair, finally. I had begun to worry that your adventure had come to a most unfortunate end.
It was a close call. The tunnels are swarming with guards. Your little bird came in quite handy.
Yes, this dear treasure is very resourceful, discreet, and loyal too.
What next? Which path must I take to reach the Queen?
Most importantly, have you considered what you will say to her when she asks how you escaped?
I will use it to demonstrate my talents. If she is as ambitious as you have described, she will value my services that much more.
Excellent. It would be very unfortunate for both of us if my name were to reach the Queen's ears. She probably hates me as much as she does her imp of a brother. The throne room is at the top of the stairs behind me. At this hour, you should find the Queen in the upper gallery.
You always find a way to win on all fronts, don't you?
As for me, I will make these bodies disappear. It wouldn't do to add this massacre to your charge. Good luck, my lord. And remember, the Queen does not like to be taken for a fool.
And yet she is a fool. A grand old fool. The Red Keep. The Iron Throne. Not exactly how you'd imagine the Iron Throne looking, actually, based on the books. It's too clean, in a sense.
Halt! Who are you? State your business.
I am Alistair Sarwick, loyal servant to the Crown. I wish to have an audience with Queen Cersei.
The Queen only receives petitioners when holding court. Why don't you explain how you got into the throne room instead? Guards, seize him!
Just a moment, Sir Celtigar. Bring me that man.
My thanks for granting me an audience, Your Grace. I am Alistair Sarwick of Riverspring, bannerman to House Lannister.
Yes, that name conjures something. You're the man who was arrested for murdering the Gold Cloaks. What I don't know, on the other hand, is how you managed to barge straight into the heart of the Red Keep. Explain to me, then, how you were able to evade the palace guards.
If I may be so bold, means matter little to one such as myself. What truly counts are the ends. I could have left this keep without looking back, but I would rather offer my talents to the Crown.
You may rise, sir. You have my full attention.
Many thanks, Your Grace.
Despite your goodwill, know that you are taking terrible risks. If I must take you into my service, I would first be certain of your absolute loyalty. How did a prisoner such as yourself come all the way up from the dungeons?
Your Grace, I left the Red Keep in order to come of my own free will and submit to your wisdom. I place myself in your merciful hands. Know that I was imprisoned here after an unfortunate misunderstanding. However, it is as your humble servant that I wish to leave the Red Keep.
Why do you wish to assist me? What is it you want?
I learned that my sister, Eliana, was promised to Valar. An unfortunate choice, I'm afraid.
How so?
Because he is bastard-born, Your Grace. Not only would it be a poor alliance, but our father's blood runs in his veins. I cannot accept such an improper marriage.
Let me remind you that Sir Valar was knighted by my own father, Lord Tywin Lannister. That alone should convince you of his merit as future Lord of Riverspring. And if I'm not mistaken, your brother Garwin is accused of killing your father, is he not? When your sister came to see me, I saw no other choice. Sir Valar grew up at Riverspring in the heart of the castle itself. He was the one capable of ensuring the protection of these lands, as well as that of your sisters.
With your permission, my lady, I have returned, and as the firstborn son of my house, it is up to me to decide what happens to my family. No doubt my long absence has left me but a distant memory to many here, but I am still my father's lawful heir.
Why do you not submit your grievance to the king when he is holding court? I'm certain that your request will be granted.
Riverspring is under the rule of House Lannister. In any decision regarding its future, the king will defer to you or to your father. I decided to come straight to you in order to avoid wasting time.
Very astute, my lord. But you will understand that, however generous she may be, a queen may not act strictly out of charity. There are important tasks which must be carried out with the utmost discretion and efficiency. Would you be ready to undertake such a task for your queen?
My loyalty to my queen has never wavered. Tell me what you wish of me and I will not disappoint.
Very well, Sir Alistair. Your request has been heard. Serve me well, and I will make certain that Riverspring is returned to you. Disappoint me, and we will allow the king's justice to follow its course in your regard.
That will not happen.
I am delighted to hear that. We have it from reliable sources that enemies of the crown are running unchecked in King's Landing, and I want their heads. And since it appears that you and Sir Valar have the same objective, it is my wish that you carry out this mission together. And why not use this opportunity to find out who is more dedicated, you or your half-brother?
Your Grace, I would like to discuss one last matter with you. It concerns my brother, Garwin. I was at Riverspring for my father's burial, and there is, for the moment, no proof that my brother killed our father. I know not who informed the crown of my brother's guilt, but it would seem that he was judged too quickly. I dare ask one more favor of you. Please withdraw this accusation until there is formal proof of his guilt.
I see. It is an enormous boon that you ask of me. Very well. To prove my faith in your abilities, I will lift the reward on your brother's head. The watch will leave him in peace. For the moment.
I praise your Grace's generosity.
For now, go and await me in the antechamber. There are matters I must discuss in private with Sir Valar. We will speak again shortly.
The Red Cloaks, the Lannister personal guards within the Red Keep. Okay.
Have you seen them? They frighten me.
Lannister. She's the one with real power.
Yes, Cersei Lannister has power. And that she will use that power wisely.
Varys is really a eunuch. I don't know.
Alright, that's locked.
In a brothel? But what was your lackey doing there?
Okay.
They're all dead, my lady. They have been for long.
I suppose you'll be wanting to marry her off to young Joffrey as well.
Valar.
Alistair, what are you doing here? You were supposed to rot in the dungeons.
That is indeed what I feared, but the light of R'hllor guided my steps out.
Sir Valar, The Queen awaits your presence.
We shall meet again, Alistair.
Sooner than you think.
Okay. Upon your return to Castle Black, you find a delegation of ambassadors from Joer, the King's Hand, waiting for you. 15 years have passed since you fought at his side during Robert Baratheon's rebellion. Although you thought you'd left your past behind you, he has sent Sir Godric Donnelly, one of his most devoted knights, to request your assistance on an important mission. A young woman who he wishes to protect appears to be in grave danger, and you must track her down and take her to a safe location. Who is she, and the threat she faces are pieces of information that Harren has decided not to tell you. Or Mormont's blessing, you decide to help this man accomplish his mission. Just as you're getting ready to set off to find him, you're with... Okay.
So, just like that, Jon Arryn was dead.
Unfortunately, I'm afraid it's true. The royal seal and the missive was still unbroken when the Raven arrived.
That would mean that he passed shortly after I left King's Landing. I will pray to the Seven that his soul receives the welcome it deserves. He was a great man.
In his letter, he mentioned being wary of those around him. He feared for his life, and talked about enemies of the realm who were preparing to strike. A troubling coincidence. I'll wager it has something to do with the girl.
Who knows? In any case, he must have thought her very important.
Do you still hope to carry out your mission, Sir Donnelly?
Yes. I shall not betray my lord's last wish. I must finish carrying out his orders and find a safe place for the girl. Now that we have an idea of where she is, there is no need to trouble you any longer.
You underestimate the Molestown tunnels. They're quite a labyrinth for newcomers. You'll need my expertise.
I would also prefer one of us to accompany you. I'd rather know what's going on in the gift.
Very well. I have a host of men waiting south of Castle Black on the way towards Molestown. I hope to meet with them and gather any news before proceeding. Jared, my lieutenant, will have warned my men of our arrival.
I'm counting on you, Mors. Report to me when you've finished your mission.
We'll leave immediately. I just need to make sure of one last thing.
As you wish, sir.
Theomar! Dick! Lion! I shall accompany Sir Donnelly to Molestown. His camp is close by. I am counting on you to get there as soon as possible. You must ensure that peace is maintained in the gift.
Very well, Mors.
Let us ride, sir. It's a long way to Molestown.
I'm right behind you.
The Usurper's Warhammer. How much gold do I have? 100. Well, I don't have any gold actually. Not right now. I think I'll keep the Night's Watch armor for the moment, at the very least. Right. Nah, I'm not gonna sell that one. Not even worth selling, honestly. So I can get the Reaper, I can get plenty of things actually. Lion's Tooth. What kind of weapon is this though? No, it's not two-handed. It would say if it was two-handed. There are other weapons that are obviously two-handed, but not that one. Okay. Well, Costin here on Serious Gaming signing out.